Hello, and welcome back. This is a Pinch of Business English, our series about meetings and negotiation. I'm so happy you are here. This is Episode 5. Today, we learn something very practical: how to interrupt politely and how to take the floor. Taking the floor means getting your turn to speak. Sometimes a meeting is busy. Everyone is excited and everyone talks at the same time. You have a good idea, but how do you jump in without being rude? You will hear Maya, a team leader, and David, her manager. Last time the team made a plan, run a survey, then talk to a design company. Now the survey is done and the team is very excited about the results. Don't worry, I will speak slowly. You don't need to speak, just listen and understand. Are you ready? Let's begin. Today we learn how to interrupt politely and hold the floor. In a busy meeting, people talk fast, and sometimes they talk over each other. You need polite ways to jump in. Let's look at 5 phrases. First, when you must interrupt someone, you can say, "Sorry to jump in, but," for example, "Sorry to jump in, but we only have 10 minutes." "Sorry to jump in, but," shows respect. You know you are interrupting and you say sorry first. Next, when you want to join the discussion, you can ask, "Can I add something?" It is a simple, polite question. You don't take the floor. You ask for it. Next, when you want to take the floor gently, you can say, "If I could just say," for example, "If I could just say, I think the plan is working." It is soft and calm, like opening a door slowly. Next, when the discussion moves too fast, you can pause it. You can say, "Before we move on," for example, "Before we move on, let's write down the decision." It stops the train for a moment so nothing is lost. And last, when you like someone's idea and you want to add to it, you can say, "Just to build on that." For example, "Just to build on that, we could also update the website." Building on an idea means making it bigger and better. So, 5 phrases. Sorry to jump in, but can I add something? If I could just say, "Before we move on." And just to build on that. Now let's meet Maya and David and hear a very lively meeting. Maya and David are in a meeting with the team. It is a big day. The survey results are in. Remember the plan from last time? First a survey, then a design company. Well, the survey is done and the results are interesting. The room is full of energy. Everyone is excited and everyone talks at the same time. It is loud. Maya smiles. She likes the energy, but the meeting needs order.
Sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important here. Listen to this. 60% of our customers like the green direction.
David interrupts politely and the room becomes quiet. 60%. That is good news for the green logo. Then Maya raises her hand a little.
Can I add something? The survey also says our logo looks a little old. Customers like the green color, but they want a fresh, modern design.
So the customers like green, but they want something more modern. The team starts talking again, all at the same time. David waits for a small pause.
If I could just say, this is exactly why the design company is a good idea. They can keep our green color and make the design modern.
Good point. The green stays and professionals make it modern. The team is excited again. So many ideas. Maya stops the train for a moment.
Before we move on, let's write down the decision. We keep the green color and we ask the design company for a modern version. Agreed?
Everyone agrees. Maya writes it on the board. One clear decision. Nothing is lost. Then David has one more idea.
Just to build on that, we should also ask the design company for a website banner. New logo, new banner. Everything fresh together.
Great idea. Okay, our next step. We contact the design company this week and ask about the price.
And the meeting ends. It was fast and loud, but nobody was rude. Everyone took the floor politely, and the team made clear decisions. Next stop, the design company. Now let's check the story together. I will ask some questions. You can answer in your head in the quiet time. Ready? The meeting is lively and everyone talks at the same time. Is the meeting lively? Is the meeting quiet or is it lively and loud? Why is the meeting so lively? The meeting is lively because the survey results are in and everyone is excited. Everyone talks at the same time. David jumps in politely with the survey results. 60% like the green direction. Does David interrupt politely? Does he say be quiet, or does he say sorry to jump in? What do 60% of the customers like? 60% of the customers like the green direction. David said, sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important here. Maya adds something. The logo looks a little old, and customers want a modern design. Does Maya add something to the discussion? Do the customers want an old design or a fresh modern design? What does the survey say about the logo? The survey says the logo looks a little old. Customers want a fresh, modern design. Maya asked, can I add something? Before they move on, Maya writes down the decision. Keep the green, make it modern. Does Maya write down the decision? Does she write it down or does she forget it? What is the team's decision? The decision is, keep the green color and ask the design company for a modern version. Maya said, before we move on, let's write down the decision. David builds on the idea. Ask the design company for a website banner too. Does David add one more idea? Does he suggest a website banner or a new office? What does David want to ask the design company for? David wants to ask for a website banner too. He said, just to build on that, we should also ask the design company for a website banner. Now listen to the same meeting in the present. It is happening now. The survey results are in, and the room is loud. David says, sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important here. 60% like the green direction. Maya asks, can I add something? The logo looks a little old. David says, if I could just say, this is why the design company is a good idea. Maya says, before we move on, let's write down the decision. David says, just to build on that, we should also ask for a website banner. The team makes clear decisions. It happens today. Now the same meeting, but in the past. Yesterday the survey results were in, and the room was loud. David said, sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important here. 60% like the green direction. Maya asked, can I add something? The logo looked a little old. David said, if I could just say, this is why the design company is a good idea. Maya said, before we move on, let's write down the decision. David said, just to build on that, we should also ask for a website banner. The team made clear decisions. It happened yesterday. And now imagine, if nobody interrupted politely, what would happen? Everyone would talk at the same time, and nobody would listen. The good news about the green direction would be lost. But this team would speak politely. David would say, sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important. Maya would ask, "Can I add something?" She would say, "Before we move on, let's write down the decision." David would say, "Just to build on that, we should ask for a banner too." If they took the floor politely like this, the meeting would stay friendly and no idea would be lost. Number 1. Sorry to jump in, but a polite way to interrupt. You say sorry first, then give your reason. For example, "Sorry to jump in, but the survey results are important here." Number 2. Can I add something? A simple, polite question to join the discussion. You ask for the floor. For example, "Can I add something?" The survey also says our logo looks a little old. Number 3. If I could just say, a soft, calm way to take the floor and share your point. For example, if I could just say, "This is exactly why the design company is a good idea." Number 4. Before we move on, a way to pause a fast discussion so nothing important is lost. For example, before we move on, let's write down the decision. Number 5. Just to build on that, a friendly way to add to someone's idea and make it bigger. For example, just to build on that, we should also ask for a website banner. And that's the end of Episode 5. Well done. Today, the meeting was fast and loud, but nobody was rude. The team used polite phrases to jump in, and every good idea was heard. Let's remember our 5 phrases one more time. Sorry to jump in, but can I add something? If I could just say, before we move on, and just to build on that. Try one of these the next time your meeting gets busy. Remember, interrupting is okay when you do it politely. Visit the link below for a free transcript and the key phrases. In the next episode, the team finally talks to the design company about the price. We learn how to make offers and negotiate conditions. That's Episode 6. See you next time. Bye-bye.